What if you could give an AI a single instruction, point it to a folder on your computer, walk away, and come back to a completed spreadsheet, a polished report, or perfectly organized files? Seem impossible, right? No, that's exactly what Claude Cowork does. Unlike the regular version of Claude or other GPTs where you constantly chatting back and forth, Claude Cowork can actually work on your computer. It can read files, edit documents, organize folders, search through informations like your email, handle repetitive tasks, and generate detailed reports with a very little to no supervision. And the best part, Cowork operates inside a secure sandbox environment. It only gets access to the files and folders you explicitly allow, so you are still in control. Before we begin, remember Claude Cowork is currently available through Claude's desktop app and requires a paid Claude subscription. Now let's get started. So for our first test, we'll organize a folder which everyone avoids for a month. I mean the downloads folder, because it's actually the stuff folder. To do this, I'll simply go to the Cowork, select the folder which I have to work on, then simply prompt the Cowork like this. Look through this folder and organize everything into clearly named subfolder by type and topic. Also create Excel directory for each file with its address. Now sit back, relax, and then watch it go. Claude reads each file, understand what it actually is, not just the file type but also the content, and then sorts it. A minute or two later, all the mess is cleaned up into a logically structured way. You can see the before and after results like this. This is the index file which includes all the files of the download folder and the exact location they are placed in. Now if we talk about the results, you can see the BOQs go together, reports get grouped, and documents get named properly. A very important thing to note here that this is different from a normal sort by date. It understands what's inside the file, so the organization actually makes sense to a human. Next up is my favorite test because it's something almost everyone hates doing, organizing receipts and tracking expenses. Here's the situation. I have months of business receipts scattered across different folders, and these aren't the needs PDF either. They are just photos I snapped with my phone over time. There are hundreds of them. To be honest, I have no idea how much I have spent, where the money went, or how these expenses should be categorized. Going through each receipt manually and building a spreadsheet would take hours and be incredibly frustrating. Instead of doing the manual work, I'm going to let Claude Cowork handle it. I'll simply prompt the Cowork, go through each folder named by month, read every receipt in these folders, and create a spreadsheet showing the date, vendor, category, and the amount for each expense. Then visualize it and calculate the total expense. Now sit back and relax while the Cowork do the job. Cowork actually reads each receipt image, even the messy photos, the crumbled one, the screenshots, and it actually did pull out the vendor, the date, the amount, and dropped into a structured formatted dashboard where you can actually visualize your expenses by months and categories. Superb. Also, it created a detailed spreadsheet and mentioned every minute detail, including the invoice numbers, the dates, vendors, categories, and subtotals. This is incredible. What used to be an hour of squinting and typing becomes a finished file you just review. And that's the theme of the Cowork. It hands you the finished spreadsheet, not instructions on how to do one. Our third task is the one that feels like the future. It's a feature inside Cowork called Dispatch, and it basically turns your phone into a remote control for your computer. You simply text a task from your phone, Claude runs it on your desktop, and the finished results comes back to you in your phone. In the dispatch setting, you need to keep the Cowork awake, mobile notification on, and accept the code permission. Then in your Chrome extension, search for Claude and add it to your Chrome. Then log in through your paid Claude account and dispatch settings are done. Picture this, you are away from your desk with a meeting in 20 minutes. From your phone, you simply message, go to my email, check all the collaboration emails I received in the last month, analyze them, and create a professional spreadsheet with all relevant details. The prompt you just entered in your phone, Claude pick it up on your desktop, does the work using your files and connected apps, and send the summary straight back to your phone. Here is the result file, the summary of all the emails, their key points, status, and action required at your end. Remember, you never touch your laptop. Still, you are all set for the meeting. Okay, nobody likes to do recurring tasks daily. So let's discuss one bonus feature, Claude Schedule. And this is my personal favorite as someone who has a lot of recurring tasks like following up on latest AI news and launches every single day. Cowork can run recurring and scheduled tasks effectively. You set up a task once, tell it how often to run, and it just keep doing it for you. Here's exactly how I use it. In this schedule, I set up a task like this. Every morning, check these sites for new AI tools or model launches and give me a short summary of it and all the relevant details in an Excel sheet. Start with the news for last 7 days. It asks me a couple of questions about the task. I set it to run daily in early morning and I want Claude to send the result in Cowork as well as save it on the PC. And from then on, I wake up with a fresh AI news briefing without even lifting a finger. So, if you are doing any recurring task, or you are following tech, or doing research, or tracking your competitors, this is the one that pays for itself. Daily news sweeps, weekly reports, regular competitor check ins, the consistent stuff you should do but never gets around to, Cowork just handle its own schedule. Please note that your computer and the app need to be awake for a scheduled task to run. It's working on your machine, not on the cloud. So that was Claude Cowork, an AI that doesn't just tell you how to do your work, it actually does it inside a folder you control. Cleaning up chaos, building spreadsheet from receipts, running tasks from your phone with Dispatch, and even checking the web for you every morning on autopilot. If this was useful, then subscribe button is here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.